Well, I've turned over a new leaf, guys, when it comes to my coaching in Little League. I used to get kind of hot, and I'd get into an umpire's dish a little bit.
Yeah.
Kick dirt on him.
There was a couple of moments where, man, I was close to getting ejected.
Oh no.
Things like that, But I've turned over a new leaf. Over the last couple of seasons, I've really calmed down. I know how to talk to these guys if I really want to get my point across. I'm very calm. I have a whole new approach, which is really good, I think.
Wow.
I actually got 2 calls overturned last game, which never happens.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
You never get calls
Have you ever gotten to a
overturned.
stare down with the umpire where they stare and you stare and then it's like you don't neither stop? Have you
from
seen that?
From a distance, yes, not up close.
Yeah.
I got into a stare down with a parent.
Really?
Yeah.
On your
Parents?
team?
No,
Opposing.
the opposing team.
Okay.
What?
Like he wanted to kick my ass.
What?
I'm at third base coach, and this guy just was staring me down like he wanted to murder me.
Was he aware he was at a Little League game?
That's what I wanted
I
to
would-
remind
aware
him.
that
I wanted to
11-year-olds.
remind him. Yeah,
I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to do it.
yeah, it's
Like
crazy.
I'd be at third base
Oh, yeah, you'd
and I'd be like, all right, let's go, Hunter.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
Hunter.
I'd see this guy staring at me, and I would do like the what are you looking
Can I
at?
help you, sir?
Yeah, and then he would just keep staring, and I go, hey, you got a problem?
Oh, so
That's
you-
exactly
Can you
what
imagine
happened.
Thor?
No.
That's exactly what
I
happened.
bet he is.
No, that's bad.
that's
That's
not
bad.
gonna
I represent the league, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, okay.
sorry.
It's not
Not
gonna
supposed to
turn
do
out
that kind of
well.
stuff.
Bring me, I'll be your muscle.
Well, I
Oh,
just
no.
played. What? You're starting fights in the stands?
That's so wild.
I did witness something though that did make my blood boil over the weekend. I was
Oh.
in a big tournament, so when you're in tournaments, the intensity level is up, and so I see this go down before the game, and I was pretty upset because I think I witnessed some PEDs.
What?
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
I mean, they're kids, Eddie.
No, I know.
PED.
That's why I was like so upset, so concerned, thinking it's kind of crazy. But it was not cool, man. So I'm in this big tournament.
Come
We make it to the championship game, which is pretty cool.
That's exciting.
It was exciting. And so we got my team warming up. I got some nerves going.
Yeah.
We got the kids are trying to warm up, and they're nervous, and all this stuff is happening. But I'm trying to get them focused.
the four things, Coach
got it.
Eddie.
We got the right attitude. We made it. We have championship attitude.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. I making sure we got the energy going. Everybody's warming up.
All right.
Now the effort, I haven't seen it yet, but warming up wise, effort's there.
Oh,
People
Okay.
show up on time.
Come on, dude. That's part of the attitude and focus.
That's in focus.
Okay.
And it takes effort.
My whole team's there, and it takes effort. You're right. But that's more of a parent.
Yeah.
Thing.
Hey, the parents need to follow the 4.
Absolutely. You're on my team. It's a
And the
lifestyle.
stands, I need
It's a
to be
lifestyle.
focused.
wow.
You know
In
how
the game, absolutely.
In the WWE, there's a wrestler named Roman Reigns, and he wants everyone to acknowledge him, so you have to put up one finger.
to acknowledge
So
him.
when you show up,
I'd like to
when
look
you
over
show
the
up at the
stands.
field, do you just put up all 4 fingers and they acknowledge
I
you?
don't
by-
think I need to.
Four
I'm going to turn around and look at the stands, and everybody puts up
They're
the
just
4.
going to do it. They're just going to do it.
And then the other team's like, why the fuck are they holding up 4 fingers over there?
That's a lot.
Fucks with them.
Wow.
That's in
Fucks
their
with them.
head.
Of course, and the last thing I need is focus.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I got
you gotta get the
everybody
focus.
focused on
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But I'll admit it, I lost focus for a second because I
What?
glanced
How
over.
the fuck is that possible?
You're right. I glance over at the other team, and I don't care what they're doing. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what they're doing. It matters
Yeah.
what we do.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's the message I'm getting across. But Coach Eddie did notice something, and I lost focus for a second
Ed Lasso?
because I glanced over and I see something happening, and I'm like, we're minutes away from the game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is that other coach doing over there?
Really?
Because this is something I've never seen before. And I believe what he was doing is cheating.
Really?
And, we're about to start
What?
the championship game in a
Stealing
tournament.
signs?
No, nothing like that, Thor.
He said PED. So, like, is Thor the coach over there shooting everybody up so
Thor
they
is
only
jacked.
have biceps?
don't.
Thor
Oh,
is on
He's bringing his
crazy like
stuff.
HGH.
I'm
and
not.
stuff right now.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I've been working out pretty
Your
consistently
forehead's
since
starting to
August.
get a little.
My forehead's the same.
Little.
I have a big forehead. I have a big nose. There's nothing I can do about it. It's a
HGH,
Jewish
man.
trait.
It would just be a team of like 11-year-olds with toothpick legs
No,
and
I
big
don't
old
have
biceps
toothpick
and big
It's
old
crazy,
biceps.
man.
That's the
Wow.
whole
I
team.
don't have toothpick legs.
Wow.
That would be wild.
That would
Barry
be
Bonds and Thor over there.
Not Barry Bonds. problem.
What the fuck is going on? No.
Not
They're not popping pills. They're not shooting up over there.
Thank God.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But I mean, basically the equivalent.
What?
Because, minutes before we get introduced for game time here,
Yeah.
I glance over and I see the opposing manager line his kids up in the dugout, and one by one, he hands them something. And I'm like, is that what I think it is? Because there's got to be a bylaw or something against this. This is not
Adderall?
okay. He is handing them the equivalent
Of Adderall?
Airheads.
Okay, Eddie,
And I'm
are
like,
you fucking
All
kidding me?
right.
I'll be
Is
honest
this
with you.
Like, I was so
motherfucker-
concerned.
Is this motherfucker
Dude.
giving them
Air?
sugar boosts
Really?
Well,
for the game?
I'll be honest with you though. I as a
Okay.
kid, when I was a kid in Little League, there's two things I loved more than fucking anything. Three things.
Oh,
Big League Chew,
Yeah.
sunflower seeds,
Yeah.
and fucking Airheads.
You motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, those
so
Airheads are
you were
sweet.
shooting up even back then.
I
huh?
wasn't shooting up back
Look at this
then.
guy.
I wasn't
Look at
allowed
this
to.
guy.
My dad would never let me eat in the dugout. That's why seeds were in
Right?
the dugout.
Oh.
But
That's a main rule.
But
you're gonna lose focus if you're in there crushing seeds or something.
but I would maybe have a half a Airhead before the game.
You cocksucker.
Eddie.
Listen,
Oh, Eddie.
if it's
I was
facilitated, he can do whatever he wants on his time. But if he's on my time and I'm facilitating it, what the fuck are we doing here?
Oh.
You're giving the kids a little
Okay.
sugar high before we're about to
Okay.
play
Yeah,
a game.
but
Calm
they could-
Fuck you,
down.
man.
They could
Okay.
crash before the game's over, right?
Hey, I don't know what he's
Yeah.
doing during the seventh inning stretch.
Oh.
Like, what is he doing? He's,
Yeah.
Are we going
Juicing
into
up
fucking
again.
Sour Patch Kids now? What the fuck is going on here?
Juicing up.
That's P.E.D.
Now-
That's P.E.D.
Okay,
Okay.
really,
That's
Eddie.
P.E.D.
Can you stop?
If
It's
he-
not PEDs, it's candy.
If he
And
was...
Fuck you,
And
P.E.D.
it's
That's the thing.
smart.
Do you fucking do that with Reed? That kid, he
Last-
needs to be on Adderall.
Last fall ball,
What?
he is on Adderall, actually. 20 milligrams extended release.
Holy shit,
But,
you're feeding the fucking P.E.D.s too?
She just told us
Okay.
the prescription dose for
Yeah,
some
yeah,
reason.
yeah, that's a lot. That's
I'm
very
very
specific.
uncomfortable.
It's
I'm
really
very
not,
uncomfortable.
it's really not that private. Last fall ball, not this last one I had, but a year ago fall ball.
You'd sugar him up.
Well, there was a
That
parent
is-
that did come in. We were the Red Vines, and she came in with a giant jug, like the big Costco Red Vines. And all the kids would have a couple Red Vines for the game. We thought it worked. It made them
You guys were
happier.
the Red
Reed
Vines.
didn't have a hit all season.
Oh,
Reed didn't have a hit all season.
Oh,
Right.
yeah,
Well,
but I'll
they
tell
were
you
for
what.
him.
He didn't have a hit all season, but he ran from the bench to home plate super
Nonstop.
fucking quick.
Nonstop.
so fast.
The guy's just
So
running
fast.
around. There's a kid running in the field nonstop.
No, Eddie, I could understand if this coach was giving the kids like Red Bulls or Monsters. I
Red
could,
Bulls?
Like
For
I
fucking
could,
12-year-olds?
It's actually not a bad idea.
I mean, their hearts will explode.
I could understand Coach Eddie
Why is
getting a
little
little.
Jimmy not growing anymore?
I could see Coach Eddie getting a little, rubbed the wrong way by that. But Airheads,
You
like,
can't pass out airheads.
you can't. I mean, they're candy. I mean, the
It's
kids
wrong,
eat them all the
Scott.
time.
Okay.
Out of principle, it's wrong. I
think it's-
reported it in this.
What-
You're such a
I'm not
rule
fucking-
lord.
We lost the game because of it.
Okay,
That's
really?
why.
Because
Yes,
of it,
we
Airheads.
did.
No,
Yes,
that's
we
not
did.
So fucking crazy.
They had more energy than us. It's one of the four. It's one of the four.
Well, they did it better.
It's too much energy. It's too much energy.
I'm surprised that the other
calm
parents are
down.
okay with the guy giving their kids
I don't
candy.
know. Maybe they don't know.
And none
I
of these,
gotta report
none of these
them.
kids get
I-
acid reflux.
Emily was okay
I
with
didn't
it.
know at first, but then I got word on the street, and some parents were like, "Oh yeah, they're all eating Red Vines right now." So nobody asked me ahead of time; they just started giving them all Red Vines.
Emily would
I
probably
was
be
fine
like,
with
"Good, I don't have to make him dinner tonight."
because they're giving him Red Vines.
Because he's on Adderall, he doesn't eat that much.
Oh,
you know.
that's a good point.
Great point.
20 milligrams. at
Well,
least.
didn't Emily sell a kid like a Red Bull in the snack bar one time or
Yeah.
something like that?
It was a
So
Celsius.
Listen to her. Listen.
And it was
She
like
doesn't
a
fucking care.
13-year-old. Hey!
She doesn't fucking care
I was
over
taking-
here.
I was-
You're like basically a
No,
drug dealer.
she-
I am not a drug
You're
dealer.
basically a drug dealer.
First it's Celsius.
fucking
Next thing you know,
manager.
it's beer.
Yeah.
Beer.
Would you have reported me
Oh, in a heartbeat, I
Oh,
would. You'd
damn.
be fucking kicked out of the league.
out of the league?
See that shit.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Really?
What are we doing here?
Oh, lighten up.
Kids. You're not supposed to be
Will you-
sugaring them up.
Will you sugar him up next game for your
No.
team? Oh, you won't do it.
Oh,
Dude,
four. The four.
We got to follow the four principles
Yeah,
here.
come on,
okay,
Thor.
that's a bad attitude. I'm not doing that.
Oh.
Okay, unbelievable. Well, I'm seriously thinking I'm going to take this to the president.
You're not
Calm
taking this to
down.
I'm going to take
anybody.
this to the
You
president
stop
of the
it.
United States.
Wait,
I'm not even
wait,
talking
wait,
about.
Oh, well, you know what he's doing.
Oh well, that's
Hey.
true. He needs some airheads.